So I thought about trying a new kind of a format. I'm going to talk about fights, giving my opinion about certain fights, previews, and predictions. So we're going to have a pretty interesting fight next week, which is going to be Gary Russell Jr. against Mark Magsayo. And I didn't really hear about Magsayo before. I only seen one of his fights was against Julio Cea, and it was a pretty good fight. He showed really big heart. He got down, he took some bad body shots, kept on coming, and ended up knocking Cea out in the 10th round. It was a big left hook, right hand, was a big shot. He went down and couldn't get up. It did impress me, but then again, Cea is a fighter, just straight up goes forward, throws punches. And Gary Russell is completely different. He's a complete fighter. He can do it all. He's fast. His reflexes are great. The only problem with Russell is the last time he fought was ages ago, and but his resume talks for himself. The only guy that he lost to was Lomachenko, and people talk about that fight as if he got slaughtered there. In my opinion, he did pretty well, considering for the guy who's big. He was bigger than him, and let's be honest, Lomachenko is a special fighter. Gary Russell beat some good guys. He beat Joseph Diaz, completely outclassed him, showed that this is a different level. And then he beat Taksut Nayambayar, who's a good fighter too, Olympic silver medalist, great fighter. So on paper, Russell should just make it a pretty easy fight because he's just much better in everything. He's fast, he has good power too, and his boxing IQ is just great. But we don't know what kind of Russell we're gonna see, because he's been doing it for a long time and he hasn't fought for the last 2 years. So it's gonna be a good fight. What I do know is Magsayo is also undefeated. He has good power, and he's gonna come and try and win this fight. There's no doubt about it. He's gonna come and try and make it a tough fight. He's a very explosive fighter, and he can give Gary Russell some problems. So I'm very excited to see that fight. I don't know how many people are gonna watch it, because at the same exact weekend we're gonna have the big UFC fight, which is Francis Ngannou against Cyril Gane. And people probably gonna tune into it that way more, because nobody really knows who's Mark Magsayo. That's gonna be still interesting to watch, and I'm really looking forward to it. So my prediction for the fight is you have to be stupid if you go against Gary Russell. I think he's gonna get the job done, but I think it's gonna be a decision. For inactivity does play a big role. And even if he does have a great camp, it's going to be hard to take somebody out who's never been knocked out before or even lost. So it's going to be a great fight. Gary Russell by unanimous decision.